it's I can really identify with so much of what has been said. And I have to say that when Carolyn sang that Celtic song, I felt very much the same as Katana. I realised that I channel my emotions into my work, and I sort of work flat out because there's just so much to be done, and you never stop to grieve. And when I heard that song, I just couldn't stop crying, because if there's anything that describes what we're going through, it's it's that picture, the scream, Edvard Munch. Because I think what we're facing here is so enormous that words can't encompass it, and it's much worse than you think it is. And I laughed and I said, "Oh no, that's not possible. That's not possible because I know how bad this is." Well, I was wrong because I didn't know. And all the time I'm falling further and further down that rabbit hole. And really, I don't think it's possible in words to describe the threat, because this threat just goes beyond anything. The threat of death is one thing, but the threat of zombification, the threat of losing your consciousness, the threat of effectively no longer being human, you know. This threat is so cosmic and so all-encompassing that it's actually impossible to describe it to people. You have to kind of come to that realization. What is the answer to this? I think the answer to this is precisely what we're doing here, because the agenda is to remove our humanity, remove everything meaningful in our lives, and reduce us, as somebody else said, to a commodity. So we're looking for community, and we're looking for the expression of our humanity. So that's precisely what we're doing here, coming together and exchanging our emotions about this situation. Because I think that you're not going to solve this situation by producing more documents, producing more facts, producing more arguments. You're going to win this through your humanity. I didn't want to be in public. I was never on social media. I didn't want to campaign, or I'm quite happy to go back to obscurity tomorrow. Thank you very much. But once you understand the threat, you have no choice but to get involved. Words can't express how you feel about that. Words can't express how you feel about old people having to leave this life with nobody to hold their hand, with nobody to comfort them, with nobody to reassure them in that state of fear and terror. And that happened to a lot of old people over the last year. And that cannot stand. We can't stand by and let that happen. We can't stand by and let that be done. And what we also hear now, what's also been in the news the last couple of days, is the clear intention now to move on to the children. And we have to stop that. We can't let that happen.